Hey guys, today is a massive day because today we're introducing our female intern. I'm so excited for you to meet her. Her name is Audrey Cartwright. Audrey, thank you so much for being our intern.
Thank you so much for having me.
I know we are still super far away from you starting with us, but you're coming on EU with us here in a couple of weeks. But I really wanted to just ask a few questions to let everyone who's watching this video kind of get to know you a little bit better. We're going to start super simple. Where do you go to college? What is your major? And what year in school are you?
Okay, so I go to Harding University, go Arkansas, and I am majoring in Bible missions and medical humanities and pre-physician's assistant. So I'm trying to go to PA school, and I'm a sophomore.
That is so many things, which is totally awesome. Absolutely killing it. Super ambitious. The next question, super simple as well, but just to kind of get so where people can know you. Where did you grow up, and what was your favorite thing about where you grew up?
I grew up in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, and the best thing there is, I guess, how close it was to Nashville, and just like the people I grew up with, because they've just been, so awesome to like building up who I am as a person, and just I know I wouldn't be the person I am without the people I grew up with.
Okay, so you grew up in the same congregation that I did. When did you start going to church there?
So I went, I think it was fourth grade. I
Fourth
went, and
grade.
so I mean, it feels like I've been there forever. So
Yeah. Awesome. So you spent all of your youth group years there. Now, the next question is what is like your craziest youth group memory?
okay, so I was thinking about this, and I don't think it's like a crazy one. I think camp, like every year, camp was just insane. So it's always camp. But there was this one retreat that we went on. So Philip, our youth minister, he went up and he was gonna like do an announcement for everyone. And there was always this joke that when he got like really serious, we were about to do like a silly dance and like the chicky chicky beat. And so we're all expecting that to happen. And then so like we were all ready to like do the dance. And then he gets up there and he's like, "Hey guys, I have some serious news." And we're like, "Oh." And then he says, David Shannon, our preacher, he's leaving Mount Juliet. And it's just so situationally funny because you're like, we're because it's like, yeah, like we're gonna do a dance, but it's like, no, like your preacher's leaving.
That is so awkward. So you guys were like on a retreat when that news was announced?
Yeah, and we had like no cell service, so like a lot of us didn't know, but that's the first time I heard it, and like a lot of other people heard it.
All right, moving on. Tell me about the day that you decided to become a Christian. Always super fascinating stories.
Okay, so the day I decided, so it all happened. It started in the night. Me and my friend Katie, we were having a sleepover, and we had this idea. We're like, hey, let's just like put our phones down and just like do a Bible study, which it just seemed kind of random because like usually you don't do that, you just goof around. But we're like, no, like let's be serious. And so we both did a Bible study together, and after we had like questions about it, and my mom came in the room. She started talking to both of us. For me, I always thought baptism was way harder than what I thought it was in the game. Like I thought I was like, oh, you have to be perfect to do it. Like I have to be like ultimately ready. And then it was just in that moment with her talking to both of us, I just was able to decide like this is what I want to do with my life, and that's the direction I want to go because I do believe that Jesus is the Son of God, and I do believe that He's the way and He's the truth. And it just felt like so easy, and it had never felt like that before. And so I told my dad, and we were like, "Let's go tonight." And but the roads were like completely iced, so that was kind of difficult. And so he was like, he was it was like midnight also, and so he was asleep in bed, and I woke him up, and he was like, "You know what? Like, I'll just take you tomorrow morning." And so we're like, "Okay," and we went, and it was funny because we thought we were gonna die when we were trying to get there because it was so slippery, and I was like,
Yeah.
"This is embarrassing." Before we like give our lives to Jesus. I should also mention my friend Katie. She also decided to become baptized,
That
like both
is
of us at the same
so
time. Yeah, and so that next day we did it, and it was just awesome.
okay, that's actually an incredible story. So many like different moving parts. Super, super, super cool. All right, for time's sake, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next question. Why should we be excited for you to be here this summer?
I think just because I mean I'm so excited to meet all of y'all, and I'm so excited to be there and just learn everything about you and help you grow in your faith. And that's ultimately what I want to be there to do, and just like feel like you have someone that you can talk to about things in the Bible that maybe you don't always feel like you can talk to other people about. And I just want you to feel comfortable and feel like you have a friend, you have a sister in Christ who cares about you. And I think that ultimately that's why you should be excited. But I mean, mainly because I'm just so excited to meet all y'all.
Well, that makes me super, super hype for this summer. I'm pumped about it, and so excited for you to be here. All right, last question. Is there any like weird hobby or anything like that, or like weird thing that you are a part of, that you would love to tell us about?
Oh, definitely Legos. I just love to build Legos. No,
Wait,
no, no.
Johnson Ramsey? No, just kidding.
Whoa, no, no, that's a cool story. I loved hearing about that. Like a like a thing for me that's embarrassing is that what you said, or you said that's like weird,
Anything.
like a
Yeah,
hobby?
yeah.
Um, I really like to watch movies and like pretend to analyze them and like know what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, like the symbolism in this, or like the cinematography. See, I can't even say it. Cinematography. I always say cinematography, but I just
Sounds
like to.
delicious. Yeah.
It does sound delicious, and so I like to do that and just like pretend like I'm like a critic and all that. And then of course when I watch the movies, I love to like look up the whole cast and like see everything that's going on in their life and what's up with that. So that's a weird hobby that I think I have.
I love that. That's actually really awesome, and props to you for watching movies. All right, do you have any final words that you'd like to share with us?
I'm so excited to meet all of y'all. I hope the end of your 2021 is awesome and that 2022, I know it's going to be even more awesome. And yeah, so excited to meet all y'all.
Sounds great. Thank you. We will see you at EU.
See ya.